Mia never liked the idea of hiring a babysitter, but between her demanding job and Daniel's late-night meetings, they had no choice. Harper seemed perfect, responsible, polite, and great with their son. But something about her felt off. It started small. The way Harper always seemed too familiar with Daniel. The way he tensed when she entered the room while they were talking. Mia told herself she was overthinking it, until tonight. She had been folding laundry upstairs when she heard Harper's voice, low and urgent. Mia paused at the top of the stairs, listening. Are you sure she doesn't know? Harper's voice was just a whisper. Daniel let out a nervous breath. Mia doesn't suspect anything. Just keep doing what you're here for. Mia's stomach twisted. What the hell was going on? She stayed out of sight as Harper grabbed her coat. Before leaving, she glanced over her shoulder and said something that sent chills down Mia's spine. You owe me, Daniel. Don't forget why I'm here. Harper left, and Mia stood frozen in place. She didn't need a note. She didn't need a confession. She knew. Harper wasn't just a babysitter. She was something else, someone from Daniel's past. And whatever secret they were hiding, it was big. Mia didn't confront Daniel right away. Instead, she played along. She kissed him goodnight, pretended everything was fine, and let him think she hadn't heard a thing. But inside, her mind was racing.
Who was Harper to him?
A former lover? A blackmailer? Something worse? The next morning, Mia dropped their son off at preschool, then parked a few blocks away from Harper's apartment. She had done a quick search online. Harper's address was easy to find. Mia sat in the car, watching. She didn't have to wait long. Harper stepped out of the building, checking her phone. She looked calm, confident, like someone who had control over a situation. Mia's stomach twisted. Making a split-second decision, she got out and walked straight toward her. Harper looked up, surprised.
Mia?
Mia forced a smile. Morning. Thought I'd run into you. Harper narrowed her eyes. Really? You came all the way here just for that? Mia didn't blink. I heard you and Daniel last night. For a brief moment, Harper's expression faltered. But then she smirked. Did you? Mia folded her arms. I don't know what you have on my husband, but I'm going to find out. Harper tilted her head, her smirk widening. Then let me make it easier for you. She stepped closer, lowering her voice. Ask him about Sarah Langley. Mia's pulse pounded. The name meant nothing to her. But the way Harper said it, like a weapon, told her everything. Sarah Langley was the key to whatever secret her husband was hiding. And Mia wasn't sure she was ready to know the truth. Mia kept her expression neutral, but inside her mind was spinning. Sarah Langley. The name meant nothing to her, but it clearly meant everything to Harper. Harper smirked at Mia's silence. You're smart. You'll figure it out. She turned to leave. Mia grabbed her wrist. Not so fast. Harper raised an eyebrow. What? You think you can threaten me? Mia leaned in, her voice deadly calm. I don't need to threaten you. You've already given yourself away. If I don't figure out who Sarah Langley is in the next 24 hours, I'll assume the worst and go straight to the police. For the first time, Harper's smirk faded. Her jaw tightened, but she didn't respond. Instead, she yanked her arm free and walked away. Mia watched her disappear down the street before pulling out her phone. She quickly typed the name into a search engine. Sarah Langley. Results popped up, but nothing stood out. Just an old social media account, a few random articles until she saw it. A news report. Mia clicked on the link. Local woman vanishes. No leads after 5 years. Sarah Langley, 26, was last seen leaving her apartment late at night. Authorities suspect foul play, but with no evidence, the case remains unsolved. Her last known contact? Daniel Carter. Mia's stomach dropped. Her husband's name was right there in black and white. She scrolled further. Sarah had been Daniel's ex-girlfriend. They had broken up 2 weeks before she vanished. Her hands trembled as she stared at the screen. Harper wasn't blackmailing Daniel over an affair. She was blackmailing him over a disappearance. Mia sucked in a sharp breath. Had her husband killed Sarah Langley? Mia's heart pounded as she pulled into the driveway. Her hands clenched the steering wheel, her mind racing. Sarah Langley, missing for 5 years. Last seen with her husband. And now Harper was blackmailing him over it. Mia stepped out of the car, her breath shaky. She had to confront Daniel.
Now.
She walked inside, finding him in the kitchen, sipping coffee like it was a normal day. "Hey, you're home early," he said with a smile. But when he saw her expression, the smile faded. "What's wrong?" Mia dropped her purse onto the counter and folded her arms. "Who is Sarah Langley?" Daniel's face changed instantly. He went pale, his grip tightening around his coffee mug. "What?" "You heard me," Mia said, stepping closer. "Harper told me to ask you about her. So, I did my own research." She threw her phone onto the counter, the news articles still open. "She went missing, Daniel. And you were the last person to see her." Daniel's jaw clenched. He glanced at the phone, then back at Mia. "You don't understand." Mia scoffed. "Then make me understand." For a long moment, he just stood there, his hands shaking slightly. Then he exhaled sharply and ran a hand through his hair. "I didn't kill her." His voice was quiet, but firm. "But I know what happened to her." Mia's breath caught. "What do you mean?" Daniel swallowed hard. "Sarah didn't just disappear. She was running from someone. And she came to me for help." Mia's pulse pounded. "Running from who?" Daniel hesitated. Then, barely above a whisper, he said, "Harper." Mia's stomach dropped. She had been so sure that Harper was blackmailing Daniel for something he had done. But now it sounded like Harper wasn't just the blackmailer. She was the real threat. And she was still out there. Mia's body went cold. Harper? She had spent the whole day thinking her husband was the villain, but now, she wasn't so sure. She gripped the counter. "Daniel, what the hell do you mean? Why would Sarah be running from Harper?" Daniel glanced toward the window, as if checking for something or someone. Then, he turned back to Mia, his voice low and urgent. "Because Harper isn't who she says she is. She's not just some babysitter, Mia." He swallowed hard. "She's the reason Sarah disappeared." Mia's pulse thundered in her ears. "Explain. Now." Daniel dragged a hand down his face. "Sarah and Harper knew each other. Years ago, before I even met Sarah. They had some kind of history, but Sarah never told me much. Just that she made a mistake, got caught up with the wrong person." He exhaled sharply. "Then one night, she showed up at my apartment, terrified. She said Harper had found her again, that she had to leave." Mia's breath caught. "Did you help her?" Daniel nodded. "I gave her money, told her to run. I never saw her again." He looked down, jaw tight. A week later, she was gone. No trace. "I told the cops everything, but there was nothing to go on." Mia's head spun. "So, Harper was looking for her." Daniel's eyes darkened. "Not just looking. Hunting." Mia took a shaky step back, a sick realization hitting her. Then why is she here now? Why is she in our house? Daniel's lips parted slightly, like he'd just figured it out himself. "She's not here for our son, Mia." His voice was hoarse. "She's here for us." The air turned suffocating. A sharp knock at the front door made them both jump. Mia's blood ran cold. She didn't have to look to know who it was.
"Harper."
The knock came again.
Harder this time.
Mia's breath hitched. She and Daniel stood frozen, staring at the door. Then, Harper's voice. "I know you're in there." The words were calm, almost amused. "We need to talk." Daniel grabbed Mia's wrist and shook his head. "Don't open it." Mia swallowed, pulse hammering in her throat. "What does she want?" she whispered. Daniel's jaw tightened. "Control." Another knock. Louder. "If you don't open the door, I will," Harper called, her voice dripping with confidence. Mia's eyes flickered to the lock. Could she stall? Call the cops? But then she realized Harper had been careful all this time. If she wasn't afraid of being caught, it meant she had a plan. Mia exhaled sharply, then turned the knob. She wasn't going to hide. The door swung open. Harper stood there, her lips curled in a smirk. Her eyes flicked from Mia to Daniel, then back again. "Took you long enough," she said smoothly. Mia crossed her arms. "What do you want?" Harper tilted her head, feigning innocence. Is that any way to greet your babysitter? Mia didn't flinch. Cut the act. I know about Sarah. For the first time, Harper's smirk faltered. Just for a second. Then she laughed softly.
Ah.
So he finally told you. She stepped inside without permission, closing the door behind her. The room suddenly felt too small. Daniel tensed. You need to leave. Harper ignored him. Her gaze locked onto Mia. Let me guess. You think I made Sarah disappear? Her voice was light, but her eyes, they were watching. Calculating. Mia lifted her chin. Didn't you? Harper sighed dramatically. You know, I was hoping you'd be smarter than this, Mia. Mia clenched her fists. What does that mean? Harper's smile returned. But this time, it wasn't amused. It was dangerous. It means you're asking the wrong questions. A silence stretched between them. Too long. Too heavy. Then Harper leaned in, whispering just loud enough for Mia to hear. You should be asking why Daniel lied to you. Mia's stomach dropped. She spun toward her husband, who had gone stiff, his face ashen. And in that moment she knew. Harper wasn't here to threaten them. She was here to tell Mia something Daniel never wanted her to know. He'd been lying to her all along. Mia's breath came short and sharp. Why Daniel lied? Her husband's face was unreadable, but that was answer enough. She turned back to Harper. What are you talking about? Harper's smirk widened. Oh, come on. You really think Daniel told you the whole truth? She leaned against the wall, looking completely at ease, like she had already won. Mia clenched her fists. Then tell me, what did he leave out? Daniel's voice was sharp. Don't listen to her, Mia. But Mia barely heard him. She saw it now. The tension in his shoulders, the way his hands trembled at his sides. He wasn't just angry. He was scared. Harper watched, satisfied. Then she spoke, her voice slow, deliberate. Sarah never ran away, Mia. The air turned heavy. Harper's smile vanished. She didn't disappear. She turned her gaze to Daniel. He buried her. Mia felt the words like a knife to the stomach. Her head spun. No, she whispered. She took a step back, looking at Daniel, waiting for him to deny it. To say Harper was lying. But he didn't. He just stood there, silent. Mia's whole body went cold. She stumbled back another step. Tell me she's lying. Daniel opened his mouth. Closed it. Then, quietly, almost too quiet to hear, he whispered, I didn't mean to. Mia's breath hitched. Oh my God. Harper laughed softly. There it is. Mia shook her head, trying to force herself to think. How do you know? Harper took a slow step toward her. Because I helped him do it. Mia's stomach twisted. You? Oh, don't look so shocked, Harper said, rolling her eyes. I didn't do it out of kindness. I did it because I had to. Mia barely heard her. Her ears rang, her vision blurred. Daniel had killed Sarah. Harper had helped him cover it up. And now they were standing in her house. Harper let out a dramatic sigh. Look, Mia, I wasn't planning on telling you. I actually liked you. But Daniel, well, he's made a few mistakes. She cast him a pointed look. And mistakes have consequences. Mia forced herself to breathe. Then why are you here now? Harper's eyes gleamed. Because I want him to pay. Mia swallowed hard. You mean turn him in? Harper smiled. No, sweetheart. She tilted her head. I mean, I want you to decide what happens to him. The room turned dead silent. Mia's heart pounded. What? Harper gave a slow shrug. Daniel killed someone. I helped him hide it. But I'm done keeping his secrets. She took a step closer, her voice turning almost gentle. I could turn him in myself. Let the police handle it. She tilted her head. Or you could handle it. Mia's stomach dropped. What the hell are you saying? Harper's eyes gleamed. I'm saying, I'll give you the chance to make things right. She smiled darkly. One way or another. Mia's breath caught. Harper wasn't just telling her the truth. She was offering her revenge. Mia's throat was dry. Harper wanted her to choose. She stole a glance at Daniel. His face was pale, His jaw clenched, so tight it looked painful. But his eyes were pleading. Mia, he whispered. You know me. You know I. Do I? Mia cut him off, her voice sharp. Because right now, I don't even know who I married. Daniel flinched. Harper chuckled. Oh, this is getting good. She leaned against the counter, crossing her arms. Tick-tock, Mia. What's it gonna be? Mia's heart pounded.
Think. Think. Think.
Option 1, call the cops. Let them take Daniel. But if Harper was involved too, what was stopping her from twisting the truth? What if she pinned it all on him and walked away clean? Option 2, take Harper's deal. Handle it herself. But what did that even mean? Would she have to kill him? Her stomach turned. Then a knock at the door.
Loud.
All three of them froze. Mia's pulse jumped. Had someone heard them? Had the cops already come? Harper's smirk faded. She exchanged a glance with Daniel. You expecting someone? She asked, voice low. Mia shook her head.
No.
Another knock. Then a voice. Mrs. Carter? It's Officer Reed. I need to speak with you. Mia's breath hitched. A cop. Her mind raced. Did someone call them? Did Harper? Was this about Sarah? Or something else? She looked at Daniel. His hands had curled into fists. His chest rose and fell too quickly. He was panicking. Harper, on the other hand, just smiled. Well, that's inconvenient, she murmured. Mia's stomach twisted. She knew something. Another knock. Mrs. Carter? Mia swallowed hard. She had seconds to decide. Mia took a shaky step toward the door. Mrs. Carter? The officer's voice was firmer now. Her fingers brushed the doorknob. And then Daniel grabbed her. Not hard. Not violent. But firm. Desperate. Don't. His voice was hoarse. His grip tightened around her wrist. Mia, please. You can't. Mia's heart slammed against her ribs. Why? She whispered. Daniel shook his head. His breathing was uneven. You don't understand. Her stomach twisted. Then make me understand. His eyes flickered to Harper, filled with something Mia couldn't quite name. Fear? Hatred? Regret? Harper just smirked. This is fun. Mia wrenched her arm free. Tell me the truth, Daniel. If you don't want me to open that door, you better give me a damn good reason. Another knock. Louder. Daniel exhaled sharply. Sarah's body isn't where you think it is. The room tilted. Mia's breath caught.
What?
Harper raised an eyebrow. Oh, this is new. Daniel ran a hand through his hair, his whole body tense. I didn't bury her. I told Harper I did, but he swallowed hard. I moved her. Mia's skin went ice cold. Where? Daniel's lips parted. But before he could answer, the doorknob turned. The officer was coming in. Harper's smirk vanished. Oh, you've really done it now. The door swung open. And standing there wasn't just one cop. It was two. Officer Reed. And behind him, a second officer. Mia's breath hitched. Because she recognized the second man. She'd seen his picture before. On Sarah's phone. Her ex-boyfriend. The one she claimed she was running from. And the moment his eyes landed on Mia, he smiled. Mia's blood ran cold. The second officer, Sarah's ex-boyfriend. His smile was wrong. Too familiar. Too knowing. Officer Reed spoke first. Mrs. Carter, we got a call about a disturbance at this address. His gaze flicked between her, Daniel, and Harper. Mind telling me what's going on? Mia opened her mouth, but hesitated. Something was off. Very off. Her gut screamed, don't trust them. Harper's smirk was gone now. Her whole body had gone still. Shit, she muttered under her breath. Mia's pulse pounded. Even Harper hadn't expected this. Daniel was the first to move. His arm brushed against Mia's as he stepped forward, voice tight. It was just a misunderstanding. Officer Reed's brows furrowed. The second officer, Sarah's ex, tilted his head, watching Mia. A misunderstanding, huh? His voice was smooth, too casual. Then why do you look so scared? Mia felt Harper shift beside her. Not running. Bracing. Mia swallowed.
Think, think, think.
Sarah's ex. He was a cop. That meant he had power, access. Had Sarah ever really been running from him? Or had he been hunting her this whole time? Mia forced herself to meet his gaze. What do you want? His smile widened. He was enjoying this. I just want to talk. He stepped inside without waiting for permission. Officer Reed followed. I think we all need to get our story straight. Mia stiffened.
No, 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 no.
Something wasn't right. And then, Harper moved. It happened fast. Too fast. 1 second, Harper was standing beside Mia. The next, she was lunging at Sarah's ex. A knife in her hand. The room erupted. Mia stumbled back as Officer Reed grabbed his gun. Freeze. Harper ignored him. She was going for the kill. Sarah's ex dodged, barely. The knife slashed his arm instead of his throat. He cursed, staggering back. Crazy bitch. Daniel grabbed Mia and yanked her out of the way. And that's when Mia realized Harper didn't just want revenge. She wanted him dead. Mia barely had time to react because Daniel grabbed her wrist and ran. Daniel, she gasped, stumbling after him. Behind them, chaos erupted. Harper lunged again. A second swing, wilder, more desperate. Sarah's ex dodged, but he wasn't laughing anymore. He was pissed. Officer Reed barked. Drop the knife. But Harper didn't stop. And Daniel didn't wait. He dragged Mia through the hallway, shoving past the kitchen. Toward the back door. Gunfire. A shot rang out behind them, a warning or a miss. Mia's heart slammed against her ribs. Daniel, stop. But he didn't. He threw open the back door, yanking her into the night. Cold air hit her like a slap. They were outside. Daniel pulled her toward the trees behind their house. The woods. Daniel, wait. He finally stopped, spinning to face her. His face was pale, his eyes wild. Mia, listen to me. She ripped her arm free. Are you insane? She barely caught her breath. Running makes us look guilty. Daniel's jaw clenched. You don't understand. If we stay, we're dead. Mia stiffened. What? Daniel exhaled sharply, running a hand through his hair. Harper was right about one thing. I didn't bury Sarah. But not because I was covering up her death. His voice dropped lower. I moved her because someone else already buried her. Mia's stomach twisted.
No.
No, she whispered. That doesn't make sense. You said. I lied. His voice cracked. I was scared, Mia. Her hands shook. Then who buried her first? Daniel's eyes darkened. He looked over his shoulder, toward the house, toward the fight. And then, his voice barely a whisper. Sarah's ex. The air vanished from Mia's lungs. Daniel's hands trembled. He killed her, Mia. And I found out. That's why I moved the body. That's why Harper came back. His voice dropped lower. That's why we have to run. Mia's head spun. Sarah's ex. The cop. The man standing in their house right now. He had killed Sarah. And now, he was here for them. Mia felt sick. Daniel, we. A voice behind them. Well, that's disappointing. Mia's breath froze. She and Daniel turned slowly. And there, standing at the edge of the trees, was Sarah's ex, his gun raised, and a smile on his face. Mia's breath came in short, sharp gasps. This was it. Sarah's ex stood before them, gun raised. His smirk was relaxed, too relaxed, like he had all the time in the world. I have to admit, he mused, stepping forward. I thought you'd be smarter, Daniel. His eyes flickered to Mia. And you, well, I figured you'd crack under pressure. But look at you, still standing. Mia's fingers curled into fists.
Stalling.
She had to stall. Why? She whispered. Why did you kill Sarah? Sarah's ex sighed. Because she wouldn't shut up. He said it like it was nothing. She thought she was so clever digging into my business. Guess she wasn't as smart as she thought. Mia's stomach twisted. So it was true. He really had murdered her. Daniel tensed beside her. And Harper, he asked. You're going to kill her too? Sarah's ex chuckled. If she's still breathing? Maybe. But let's focus on you two first. His grip on the gun tightened. Now, be good and... A branch snapped behind him. He froze. Mia's pulse jumped. Not an animal. Not the wind. Someone was there. And then, Harper moved.
Fast.
She burst out of the shadows, bloodied but furious, knife in hand. Mia barely had time to blink before Harper plunged it into his back. Sarah's ex choked. His whole body spasmed. The gun fired.
Bang.
Mia hit the ground, ears ringing. When she lifted her head, Sarah's ex was staggering. His mouth open, a silent gasp. His gun slipped from his fingers. Harper twisted the knife.
Once.
Then she yanked it free, and he crumpled.
Dead.
Silence. Mia's chest heaved. Harper, panting, swaying, wiped the blood off her knife. That, she muttered, was long overdue. Mia couldn't move. It was over. Sarah's killer was dead. Daniel exhaled sharply, then turned to Mia. Are you okay? Mia nodded slowly.
Yeah.
I think. Flashing lights. Mia's breath hitched. Sirens.
Cops.
The real ones. Harper groaned. Well, shit. Mia turned to Daniel, panic rising. What do we tell them? Daniel met her gaze. And for the first time, he didn't look afraid. We tell them the truth. The police took their statements. The evidence was overwhelming. Sarah's ex had been dirty for years. The murder, the threats, it all came out. Harper, despite her methods, was off the hook. Self-defense. Justice. Whatever they wanted to call it. As for Mia and Daniel, they went home. Not unscathed. Not unchanged. But together. And finally, the nightmare was over.